In today's video, we're going to talk about how to develop better communication skills. Being able to communicate effectively is so important in life, whether it's in your personal relationships, at work, or just navigating the world in general. But for a lot of us, good communication doesn't always come naturally. Luckily, there are some simple tips and tricks you can use to improve your communication abilities. Let's start with the basics: listening. Being a good listener is the foundation of good communication. It shows the other person that you care about what they have to say and makes them feel valued. Here are some ways to be a better listener. Maintain eye contact to show the person you're engaged. But don't stare intensely, just normal eye contact. Don't interrupt or try to redirect the conversation back to yourself. Wait until they've finished speaking. Say something like, "So if I'm understanding you correctly." Ask follow-up questions to draw them out more and show you're interested. Open-ended questions that can't be answered with just a yes or no are best. Avoid distractions and give the person your undivided attention. Don't look at your phone. Provide verbal and non-verbal feedback while they're speaking, like nodding your head and saying, or, "yeah." Summarize the key points back at the end to reinforce what you heard. Now let's talk about how you can improve the way you speak and get your point across clearly. Organize your thoughts before speaking. Make sure you know the key points you want to make. Speak clearly and confidently. Don't mumble. Enunciate your words properly. Maintain a friendly, engaging tone. This will make people want to listen. Use examples and stories to illustrate your points when relevant. This helps people relate better. Avoid using filler words like, like, etc. Pause briefly if you need to gather your thoughts. Watch your body language. Make eye contact, face the person, and avoid closed-off postures like crossing your arms. Mirror the other person by adopting a similar tone and body language. This builds rapport. Summarize periodically and ask if they understand the points. Check for their comprehension. Let's move on to discuss how you can improve communication by being mindful of the situation. You'll communicate differently with your boss versus your best friend, right? Here are some tips. Adjust your communication style depending on who you're interacting with. More proper with superiors, more casual with friends. Be aware of cultural differences. Some cultures have different norms around eye contact, expressing emotion, personal space, etc. Adjust accordingly. Consider the context. Is this a professional setting or informal? One-on-one or group? Tailor your communication to suit. Read body language and social cues. Is the person interested, bored, distracted? Respond accordingly. Manage your emotions. If you're upset or angry, express that calmly rather than behaving reactively. Be tactful with sensitive topics. Avoid controversial issues in professional settings and with strangers. Use positive language. Say, "I appreciate your effort," rather, "I'm disappointed in your work." Okay, let's talk about some strategies for improving communication in your key relationships. We'll start with romantic relationships. Set aside uninterrupted time to talk where you can give your full attention. Don't try to talk while distracted. Discuss interests, goals, and concerns. Share what's happening in your lives. Avoid criticism. Use "I feel" statements rather than blaming your partner. Be an active listener. Don't just wait for your turn to talk. Express affection regularly, both verbally and physically. This strengthens the bond. Have open discussions about your relationship. Check in about what's working and what's not. And for workplace communication, be clear about tasks, expectations, and deadlines. Prevent miscommunications. Give positive feedback when goals are met and constructive feedback when they're not. Listen actively in meetings and avoid distractions. Take notes if needed. Adapt your style to suit different colleagues' personalities and communication styles. Avoid office gossip and negativity. Keep conversations professional. Clarify decisions after meetings and summarize action items. Make sure everyone is on the same page. Share recognition and appreciation. Validate team members' efforts and contributions. Phew, that was a lot of tips to cover. Here are the key takeaways. Listen actively by maintaining eye contact, paraphrasing, and avoiding distractions. Speak clearly and organize your thoughts beforehand. Use engaging tone and body language. Adapt your communication to the specific situation, person, and context. Strengthen relationships through open discussions, shared activities, and expressions of affection or appreciation. Be patient, positive, and tactful, especially with sensitive topics. Set clear expectations and offer feedback in all your key relationships. Better communication takes effort, but it is a skill you can absolutely develop with practice. You'll notice how much more connected, productive, and less stressed you feel when you get better at communicating. It improves everything in life, from your work to your relationships. Try picking just a few of the tips we went over to focus on at first. Over time, with conscious effort, your communication abilities will grow stronger and stronger. Pretty soon you'll be amazed at how much more confident, influential, and persuasive you can be through great communication. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.